Hello, welcome to Accelops. Today we're going to show you how to track down the real user behind a shared credential. For example, in many organizations, the administrators will use the administrator account. The administrator account is an account that is established on the creation of a Windows server or domain controller. The issue becomes when multiple people use the same account. Trying to determine who really made the change becomes a difficult process to manage. Also determine if it was really the administrator that made the change or an unauthorized user. In this scenario, we're assuming that there are several users that are using the administrator account. And one of those administrators has taken the test account and added it to the domain admin group. None of the administrators have fessed up to doing this action because it's a violation of their internal policy. Now management needs to track down who really did the action and from where, and determine if it was a hacker or not. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go over to our analytics section. And under our analytics section, we're going to go to our report templates, server, and then Windows. Now we're going to search for a report called global. The particular report that we're looking for is user added to global groups. So this will show any user that was added to any global or universal group within a Windows server or domain controller. So now I'm going to run this report. So immediately we get the information about every single user that added somebody to a global group. So if we go down, we can take a look right here. And on this particular line, we show the user administrator. This is the user that actually did the action. Took an account, a target user called test, and added to the domain admin group. The source IP where they came from was 192.168.16.10. So for Accelops to track down who really did this action, since we're bringing information from multiple sources, it's as easy as coming over and saying quick info on this particular IP address. As soon as we do that, we'll get cross-correlated data down below. And if we take a look, the third line item here shows you that S. Dickinson, who was assigned 192.168.16.10, came in through VPN. And then the next line right up above, we can see that the administrator account, which has that same IP address, logged into the Windows 2008 server. And in this particular server is where the change actually occurred. So now what we need to do is we need to find out true source IP address where S. Dickinson came from. So within Accelops, we have a whole area set aside for tracking the identity and location of users and accounts. So in this area, you're seeing cross-correlated data from DHCP, server logs, VPN concentrators, firewalls, routers, switches, all correlated together to give you a single view. So if I come up now and I type in Dickinson, D-I-C-K-I-N-S-O-N, I'm going to see the entire breakdown of everywhere that we've seen the account Dickinson come from. And if we take a look, here was the IP address that was assigned to S. Dickinson where that change came from for the administrator account, 192.168.16.10. And if we take a look, at the same time, we can see the external IP address that S. Dickinson was given. So if I come up now and I ask for quick info on this particular account, what will happen now is Accelops will go out and do a whois lookup on that IP address to find out which service provider or who owns that IP address. And then we can take a look at that in the above section here. So we can see that Comcast has this IP address, and we can also see that S. Dickinson is always logged in from this IP address over VPN. So the next question is, where in the world is this IP address located? Accelops has the capability of doing a geolocation on this IP address. Now, Accelops is located in San Jose, California, and this is where S. Dickinson also lives. So let's take a look to see where this IP address is sourcing from. So if I do the geolocate, I can take a look where Comcast is coming from, and it's also coming from the San Jose area. So now I can rest assured that S. Dickinson is the user that actually made this change, and they came from a known IP address where they always come from. So as the manager, we can go back and talk to S. Dickinson and say, we know that you're the one that actually made the change. You came in through VPN, and you came from your house from the known IP address that we have on file for you. This concludes our video on tracking the real user behind a shared credential. We hope you find this information useful and informative. If you'd like more information about Accelops, you can email us at sales@accelops.net or call us at area code 408-490-0903 or check us out on the web at www.accelops.net.